keep the knowledge before the wisdom. You gotta know, look, listen, observe, and respect all emotion around you at all times, even while you're expressing yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Because to wisdom, knowledge, God, is to do shit backwards. This is why the 85% is stuck in, believing and shit like that, because that's wisdom before knowledge. That's the science of what? Under like attract, A like repel. A like is those that's like Allah mentally, that's righteous in their mind and heart. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna live, according. The unlike is motherfuckers that want to be savage and uncivilized and tell lies still and try to master people. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not one of the unlike. So I had to go inside my mind because I was living like one of the unlike though. I was living like one of them as a teen. I grew up, you know what I'm saying, in the projects. We started stealing when we was real young, doing crazy shit because the trains used to run right in the back of the projects. You understand what I'm saying? And motherfuckers was struggling. Motherfuckers ain't really have shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Uptown and Hoboken, the little, the Caucasian kids and they families, a couple of Indians, them niggas had it, you know what I mean? They had, when I used to go to school, the shit I used to see, that shit, I was like, damn, this motherfuckers living a different quality of life. Like, you know what I'm saying? How the fuck I'm gonna get to that quality of life? You understand what I'm saying? And we had that thought, what, by any means necessary, because I grew up in the South. I came into the world in a physical form in 1971. That was right after the 60s, so black people, my mom was putting shit like that in my head by any means necessary, She was doing what she was doing, you know what I'm saying, to put food and clothes, you know what I'm saying, on my back, you know what I'm saying? So I just, that mindset just, you know what I'm saying, I caught the same mindset and started living that idea. You understand what I'm saying? Not knowing that it's another way to think. Not in the sense of just going to school and getting a job and live. I'm talking about a whole nother perspective on reality that's not being, seen. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I seen it in myself. Like, damn, something is up. You know what I'm saying? Why is it like this? I start having questions within my own mind. Like, yo, I ain't with the way this is. But I couldn't put my finger on what it was. You understand what I'm saying? Because I was young. Got into the street life, you know what I'm saying, real hard. Boom, out there in the streets with my physical self. He kicked some mathematics to me. He was like, yo, here, take this home and read it. You know what I'm saying? I took the shit home. It was supreme mathematics. I was 15. I didn't know nothing about nothing. But I was, fairly intelligent. I was good in school, never had a problem in school, you know what I'm saying, until, for whatever reasons, I start acting out, you know what I mean? And kept it moving in a state of wisdom knowledge, attracted to anything that seemed like it was shiny and glittery, you know what I'm saying? Like, just out in the world, savage, like, yo, fuck it, we selling drugs, we robbing, we stealing, you know what I'm saying? Because we want what we see on TV. No matter what the fuck they saying, like, they got it, we want it, and this the only way I think I know how to get it, and, fuck it, we put our heads together. We had crews, we used to be sitting in the projects, thinking all kind of crazy shit and ways to get money, you know what I'm saying? And, we executed a lot of that shit, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it wasn't right and exact. You understand what I'm saying? Just having the knowledge itself, you know what I'm saying? Knowing supreme mathematics and knowing the culture of I God, like, if you learn that shit young, you see past all that. You see the right and exact way. You understand what I'm saying? From the foundation, like, yo, look, yeah, this is how you build. You add one and one, you add knowledge and knowledge. Let me put my mind with his mind. You know what I'm saying? Let's me and him converse. You know what I mean? Let's do some wisdom. Put things into action. You know what I'm saying? When we see something completed, that's understanding. That's a crystal clear picture. It's right there. This is thing like the A-light. Like, all the extra shit, son, I'm telling you. Motherfuckers caught up. The 85%. This shit be an illusion. And the science of the motion of things. Like, we going to work, which is not a bad thing in reality. This is where society has come, you know what I'm saying? So we doing the right thing. However, look at the people we dealing with. The things that we gotta go through to actually, you know, generate economics because of the route we going down. Like we always say, make your own shit. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, situations, conditions in life, you know what I'm saying, on all levels play a factor, you know what I'm saying? And people don't take those things into account when they look at what's going on in urban areas like the ghetto and shit like that. And they think, oh, people just, motherfuckers want to be savage. No, they stuck in an unlike mindset. They got their wisdom before their knowledge. They doing shit not knowing that it's another way. You understand what I'm saying? It's the way of God. It's the way of the righteous. Us connecting and unifying and showing and proving that this is the way life really goes because we're the original people here on the planet Earth. You understand what I'm saying? This is what's supposed to be going on because that's the days and times we living in. It's 2020. It's time for the motherfucking world to see and understand that the foundation of life goes like this. And we saying it goes like this because we the original people. We the motherfuckers that was always here. We know how it go. Nobody can't tell us how it go. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody can say this is what entertainment is. Nobody can say, you know, this is what education is and how a person should be educated. Nobody can say none of that shit to us. Not the 5%, because we know and understand the truth. We know and understand who the true and living God is. Fuck the founder of the unalike. You understand what I'm saying? In the sense that the days and times we living in is about the founder of the A-alike. The founder of, you know, the science of supreme mathematics and supreme alphabets, and the motherfucker who gave the understanding to 120 lessons. I'm talking about Allah himself. You understand what I'm saying? This shit was taught to what? The firstborn. They taught, you know, the firstborns of Medina came through. You understand what I'm saying? The nation was born step by step.
Turn right up Center Avenue.
Branches off a tree. Now this shit is like the God Dark Kim said, you know what I mean? And I took the blessing from him crystal clear. Like now it's a forest. Now it's like the evergreens. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is the science. This shit is spreading all across wherever. Science of the universe is known now. This is like wisdom cipher, wisdom cipher. What the fuck do you see? What is your ways and actions in this cipher? It's asking you twice, motherfucker. Mentally and physically. How is you living? What is you saying in the cipher? Think about it, mentally and physically. What are your words adding up to? Do you got your wisdom before your knowledge? Do you knowledge wisdom? If you knowledge wisdom, are you gonna get the understanding or you gonna miss the understanding? You understand what I'm saying? If you wisdom knowledge, can you get an understanding? How can you do that? You understand what I'm saying? You gotta ask yourself questions mathematically and figure out these equations. Because these equations is the motherfucking keys to crack the motherfucking safe of life. Like I'm telling you. This shit'll unfold right before your eyes when you understand the mathematics and you be like, damn, oh shit, let me just keep building. Let me look at everything that way. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is the way you're supposed to be looking at it. You're supposed to be looking at it through the A-like perspective according to how everything is.
People that came to us were more about that other guy. And I won't say his name. Shout out to my team, respecting the oath we have.
It's so simple, man. When you just go in the depths of your own mind and just start adding, like knowledge. Okay, let me start at one. Knowledge, what's knowledge?
I still had long hair.
Knowledge means this, that, and the third.
I had no worry lines in my face like I have now. But,
how do I get to wisdom? I gotta add knowledge. So I gotta get more knowledge. Before I say something out my motherfucking mouth, I should get a little bit more knowledge. That means I should do some research about this shit. Yeah, that's how I get to what? Wisdom, speaking wise words.
And just tell the true story about what it's like. Because I asked them, what do you need?
You know, it's so.
Talk to football players. I think
you know,
from what I hear.
This is how understanding come into play, man. Through wisdom.
You're a yoga master.
Us communicating. We only been traveling, like, you know, for a little while, for a minute, you know what I mean? In the blink of an eye, you know what I mean? That's how shit, you know, time flies.
Now, why's that?
Now,
it opens up too many wounds, and yoga,
it's just a beautiful thing, man.
Parigraha is Sanskrit. It means if
I love kicking mathematics, but don't get. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's just me.
To think about.
That's all I do.
The whole experience of what we went through, like the day.
I love the bill because it was given to me. I seen it. When it was given to me, I was like, oh shit, that's reality.
The last conversation I had with him,
you know what I mean? And you know, when people, especially if you get around the true and living 5%er, he's gonna speak like this. You know, and people either gonna attract to it or they gonna what? Repel from it. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the people that repel from it, it's like, okay, how do you look at that? As the person that's speaking the truth, or speaking mathematics, or whatever it is that you understand it to be, that's real. You understand what I'm saying? If a person repel from it, it means that, not that it's not in them, that they got an idea already supplanted in their mind. I mean, especially if they're an original person. You understand what I'm saying? Because even Caucasians attract to the truth. Don't ever get that twisted. You know what I'm saying? You got Caucasians out there that attract to the truth. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? And you know, once they hear it, it's like the most delightful thing they ever heard in their life. You know what I mean? And they start kicking it just like everybody else kicking it. You know what I mean? Because the world is gonna understand this language. The world has to understand this language because this is the language of everything in reality. Supreme mathematics. This is, you know, the language, the expression of the language. You know, it's the understanding how all this shit, you know, is in oneness based off the idea that Allah is God, man. And it's activated, you know, from that source, that energy, from that thought that was born. You understand what I'm saying? And it always has been. When you come into that reality, you're like, oh shit, yeah, this how it always was.
Very different now. In documentary, you have that Bone Thugs and
You know what I'm saying? How don't people see it? Like it's sometimes it's crazy to me. You know, when it's so clear to you, when you understand mathematics and how you look at things mathematically and how you live mathematically, and you see that everything around you is mathematics. You know what I mean? It just becomes clear. You look at everybody else in the world that you pass by walking down the street, and you're like, yo, do you see what the fuck I see? Like, you know, they depicted in movies. You know what I mean? Like The Matrix, when Neo, you know, finally cracked the shit, he's seen all the numbers, he's seen it in a different form. You know what I'm saying? They try to make it something, you know, they try to make that seem like the illusion. When in all actuality, they do have, you know, most of the population in a catatonic state mentally. You understand what I'm saying? People are dumb, deaf, and blind. They blind to the facts. Dumb meaning that they can't express themselves. They can't even express the essence to nothing that they see because all they do is believe. And dumb. You know what I'm saying? I mean, deaf. They're not tuning in.
You're like, let me go do this yoga thing. Yep.
They're not tuning in to the vibration, to the energy of everything around them. You know what I mean? Mentally. Starting from within themselves, the source. They're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I look at that shit and I be like, wow. Life is beautiful when you see it for what it is. Like, no matter what the fuck is there. Like, no matter, because everything is perception. Perception is everything. So it's what you see when you understand that. When you understand that you're the sole controller of that within your own self. Now you back to what? A-like thinking. You're like, oh shit, yeah, this is it. You just start living mathematically no matter where you go. You know what I mean? Any cipher, like even where you going right now, like, you know, where you about to go. You live in mathematics all, no matter what it is you need, whatever the fucking case may be, you may never need. You understand what I'm saying? But your energy and your magnetic is gonna be present. That shit's gonna be illuminated and motherfuckers gonna bear witness to it, whether it be directly or indirectly. And that's real. Ever since I said that shit out my mouth that I was God when I was 15 years old, I had a different perspective on everything. That's a fact. I was caught up in that thought, and it just changed my whole perception. Not in an instant. You understand what I'm saying? Because I had already been indoctrinated for 15 years. I was 15 years old. So at the time, I didn't understand mathematics, so I just kept living the way I thought life was. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't really understand, what was given to me, or what I had in that particular day. So, that shit was deep. till I met the guards. When I met I had caught a charge, went away, and on that situation, I met the guards. Son, when I heard somebody really speak mathematics for the first time, when I heard it as a language, at first I heard a glimpse of it, and I was like, oh shit, that's what the fuck this shit is about. Then, soon after that, we had a cipher, and I heard the guards see Master, you know what I'm saying, from the desert, from Queens, you know what I mean, what the 85% call it, you know what I'm saying, but we call it the desert. I heard him speak in the cipher, and I heard him kick mathematics, and the guard was like, he was an older guard, you know what I'm saying? Cold knowledge, he had the afro, from back in the days, you know what I mean? But when he opened his mouth and he started speaking mathematics, I was like, whoa. Like, the energy, the power, like the vibration of his words and the articulate way he expressed himself was on a motherfucking whole nother plateau. I had never heard words put together in that fashion, like in a mathematical way. Let me say it like that to make it crystal clear. And I seen while he was speaking and while he was building, I seen his words like building in my mind. Like the pictures of what he was saying was just popping up in my mind, and I was like, whoa. Like, how the fuck, and this ain't no, I'm talking about the true and living God, the black man. I ain't talking about, this ain't no mystery, spooked out, crazy shit. You understand what I'm saying? It was just, my mind was open because I already had the mathematics. I had, now I was actually really doing the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Now I was actually really absorbing the wisdom, you know what I'm saying, and drawing it up. But in that instant, the way he was speaking, I was so captivated in the magnetic of his words, and I started to just really add them shits up, because I'm fairly intelligent all my life. I was, I knew how to listen. I just, didn't like what the fuck I was hearing. That's why I didn't listen, you know what I'm saying? But when he spoke, I liked what the fuck I heard. I was like, oh shit, I want to speak like that. The first thought that popped up in my mind that I could think of was like, I want to speak like that. You understand what I'm saying? I want to be able to motherfucking express myself crystal clear and say what the fuck is on my mind. That's what the fuck I want to do. And how the fuck do I do that? You know what I mean? When I got into the cipher, that's what I said. That's the first thing I said. I said, yo, I said, first of all, I said, my name is, you know what I'm saying? I said, I got Supreme Mathematics. I just don't got a righteous name, you know what I mean? He was like, what the fuck is a hump? Like, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? He said, you came into the cipher, but he was joking. And I knew it in my heart. It wasn't no disrespect, because a smile just came on his face, because he was like, and I was like, oh shit. I just was like, I just stood on my square. And I was like, that was the name I had in the streets, you know what I'm saying, before I understood, Supreme Mathematics, you know what I mean? And I broke down a little bit of my history, you know what I mean? And I was like, yo, most of all, what I got out of this cipher today is that I want to speak like that. Not like him in particular, because his wisdom is self-styled, you know what I'm saying? How he expresses himself and how the way he talks is like him. I didn't mean that. And they understood that, because I made it clear. I said, I want to, the magnetic, the power, the force and energy that he's putting into speaking. You know what I mean? I want to understand and learn how to do that. I want to know how to, put my motherfucking self in my motherfucking word, so that when they go into a motherfucking mind, when they hear it through their ear and they go into their mind, it motherfucking wake them the fuck up. You understand what I'm saying? That's the fucking shit that I was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? And the only way to do that, the God said, the only way to do that, you gotta build. I asked him. He said the only way to do that is that you gotta build. He was like, God, you think I learned how to speak like this overnight? He said, God, look at my degree. He said, look where we at. Look how much time I got. He said, God, you know, it took me years, months, and days to, you know, come to understand, you know, these mathematics for what they are. And unfortunately, I happen to go through that, you know, right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Again, Jules, God used to get me mad, like mad Jules. You know what I mean? He told me some shit and I still be going through that shit in my mind. He was like, the devil ain't the devil because he's white because he's the devil. You know what I'm saying? He used to say shit like that to me, and I used to just be like, you know, what is this? Some type of riddle? Like, I wasn't caught up in shit like that. And, you know, I just always, you know, remember, like, you know, some of the shit brothers would say, you know what I'm saying, throughout my travels of learning and growing and developing in these supreme mathematics and this culture, you know what I mean? Amongst the gods and earths, you know what I'm saying, the 5%. Like, it's funny, man, because you meet God no matter where you go. You know what I'm saying? Once you understand and you know, you see the universal flow. You might go somewhere in Vermont, in some motherfucking where, and bump into a God. You know what I mean? Because God is seen and heard everywhere. You might go Cali, definitely. Texas, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta, everywhere. Canada, outside of the United States. And this is the original people. I'm talking about on all levels, though, not just like, yo, the gods come in all sizes, shapes, and forms, God. Black, brown, yellow. Showing living gods. Like I said, you got a few civilized Caucasians that knowledge that Allah's God. You know what I mean? That's a very few though, you know what I'm saying? But they good brothers. You know what I mean? Yeah, they good brothers. Everybody gonna one day. And you know, you can say this. You can say the thought is idealistic, if you like, or you can say it's whatever. But everybody gonna be a witness to mathematics. Allah is the God, man. That's just reality. People can take it however they want to take it. I always say that. Like, once you hear it and once somebody say it, it's a blessing for you. So, like, for me, I walk around people and don't say it because I know they don't deserve to hear it. You understand what I'm saying? That's just me. You know what I mean? But if I do express it, man, motherfuckers better be delighted because the truth is what it is. You know, this is the science. Allah world manifests as a reality. Motherfuckers can like it, they can hate it, they can love it, they can whatever. You know what I'm saying? No matter how they feel about it, no matter what they think about it. Like, if you're not one of us, you can't tell us nothing about us. I don't care who you are. Like, you know, I'll speak about whatever you want to speak about. You know what I'm saying? But if you start to ask me who I am and what I deal with and all that, oh, you know, you see it in my mannerisms that I'm not like the average person. You understand what I'm saying? You see it in your own mind. So me, you asking me, you know what I'm saying? You want to hear me express myself. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't never caught up and confused about, you know, motherfuckers that think they can fool God in any type of way. You can't. Just like the shit in the office. We came right out and said exactly what they, you know, we knew what it was and why they doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we already know. It's crazy.